Hello guys, what is up? This is Christian from Extreme Boomers, back with you for another Boom Beach concept video. I love these concept videos a lot. Now this is like the exact same way I started my last concept video, but whatever guys, whatever. Okay, so in this concept video, I'm gonna be basically telling you how to start for your push. How should you prepare for a push? So definitely what you want to do is you want to set a date where you're like, okay, this is my date, I'm gonna start the push, and then you also pick an ending date. So, and then you pick, I think a good push period is 2 to 4 weeks. Definitely you could go longer, but I think 1 week's kind of useless, I mean, whatever. But I think 2 to 4 weeks is definitely enough, and basically what you want to do is you want to set your start date, your end date. This is very important to start your start date and your end date. And I personally think that it helps your game out. It helps you a lot because like when I pushed, and I just got done pushing, so I know it from experience. Like when you're in the middle of a push, you can't upgrade certain stuff, but when you're done pushing, you have to upgrade that stuff. So what you kind of want to do is you kind of want to upgrade your defenses a little. So I definitely recommend upgrading your boom cannons. Or get those like maxed out for your level before you start with a push, your push. And then another thing I would definitely recommend is upgrading your sculptor. And I can't stress this enough. The sculptor helps a ton, guys. You need to always be maxing that out at each HQ level because that's a game changer there. What else? Yes. Oh yeah. Landing crafts. You can't upgrade your landing crafts in the middle of a push. See, let's say I upgrade this. 16 hours. That's 16 hours. If I lose all my troops in this boat, chances are I'm not going to win a defense. So that's 16 hours I'll have of not being able to upgrade or not being able to train up troops. Now that's 16 hours I won't be able to attack because I am upgrading this. And what good does it do? One more troop slot. So I definitely recommend upgrading these to your desired level before you start the push. But after you start the push, you can't upgrade these. It's basically impossible. Now, when you're pushing, there's two ways you could push. You could kind of either get 5 medals a day, and slowly but steadily, that's when you want to push for like a month to 2 months. It's like slowly and steadily doing a couple more attacks per day, and that will get you up there eventually. But if you're a hardcore pusher like me, what you want to do is you want to clear out your map each day. Now, I am not pushing anymore. That's why my map is kind of not cleared out, but I have learned from experience, trust me very much. Now, another thing you can't upgrade when you're pushing is you can't upgrade defenses when you're pushing. I guess you can, but it won't help you a lot. Another thing to make sure of before you start pushing is you need to have a lot of power powder, and I'll go over that later. You just have a good amount of power powder because once you get up and you're not in your recommended medal count anymore, and I should be posting a video about that. I am currently writing a program and it's almost done, but then I have to code it to HTML or HTML, yeah, HTML. I have to code it to there, and I just keep thinking of HDMI because like I am looking at HDMI cables for my computer, but yeah. So that's basically, you need to have a lot of power powder, and because what happens is when you're pushing and once you get above your recommended medal count, like I was saying, you could barely win an attack without boosting a statue. So when you boost a statue, I recommend boosting troop health, troop damage, and maybe a gumbo energy, and that's basically it. You don't want to boost your resource reward or power stone chance when you're in the middle of a push, okay? But yeah. These will give you for 3 hours, and in that 3 hours, you need to attack every single time your troop composition is trained. If you have diamonds, which makes it so much easier, I did not push with diamonds, but if you have diamonds, then you could definitely gym up your troops and just keep attacking hardcore for 3 hours. Now, if you intend to do free raids for that 3 hours, I would not recommend boosting statues. If you have a lot of power powder like me, it may not seem cheap to you now, but it will be cheap. It won't seem expensive to you now, but it is very expensive because you might get one masterpiece, and you claim 1 masterpiece each week, and that will only give you 7 powder. So think about that. You never want to be spending more power powder than what you're actually making. And like me, if you're like me, I boost my statues at Dr. Terso, which helps a ton. Now, it's also important to have the correct sets of statues. Now, I don't recommend having resource reward guardians like me. You should always be having a resource reward masterpiece, but I don't recommend having 2 resource reward guardians. But the reason I'm doing that is I'm saving up my guardians for a humongous trade I'm going to be doing, but that's why I'm keeping them. But what I recommend is getting your masterpieces ice. Now, I am not a huge fan of ice masterpieces. I'm not going to be going over a lot of detail about this because I did make a concept video a week ago or so. I don't know when. It was 2 videos ago, I think it was. And the concept video, I basically showed you what statues you want to keep, what statues you want to get rid of. So you could go watch that, guys. There is going to be a playlist for the tutorials down in the description down below. All these concept videos are going to be in that, so you could go and check that out. Yeah, so I think that's going to be it. And you could upgrade practically anything when you're pushing but the landing crabs, and I would say but defenses. Now, you could always upgrade like a little defense, like a cannon, get that of all your other levels of cannons, but I don't recommend upgrading stuff like high level cannons, boom cannons, rocket launchers, or shock launchers. I think sniper towers are okay to upgrade, but I don't recommend upgrading anything else. But that's going to be it for you guys today. Please subscribe if you guys... Also, be sure to have high-leveled storages before you start your push, because you will get a ton of loot when you're pushing. I mean talking a ton of loot. Now, maybe not a ton of gold, but a ton of wood, iron, and stone. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Please subscribe if you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.